Testing audio. Hello, Miss Flores. Can you hear us?
Mr. Carmona, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Miss Flores. Can you hear me?
Yes, and so Miss Claudia will start the meeting, and I'm driving, so I'll get there when I get there, okay?
Oh my. Yes, be safe. Okay. Sure.
Absolutely. Okay.
Se va a poner la alarma en el sistema. Why? Why you do this? Why?
New Cupid, new Cupid, new Cupid. Time for a change. Time for a change. New style, down, do your dance, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. New style, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. New style, dance. They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. They say what you doing, trying to do somebody cold. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. A brand new dance, it's called a Cupid show. dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. 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 Here we go. To the right, the right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself and do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the I, the D. Mr. Fat on the track, got another getting deep. Do the down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Knees down, down, do your dance, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. We got a brand new style. Down, do your dance, we got a brand new feel. Down, do your dance, we got a brand new style, y'all.
I've always been a rolling stone with a reckless streak. Yeah, the grass never gets too grown underneath my feet. City lights, southern stars, no such thing as gone too far. I'm running wide open. I was born with my feet in motion. Since I met you, I swear I could be happy anywhere. Any mapped out location, you're always my destination. You're the only thing that I'm chained to. I could be happy anywhere. I could be happy anywhere with you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, test.
¿Qué pasó, señora Rodríguez? No saluda. Perdón. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, señora. Ay, no me haga llorar. Oiga, llorar. Ando tired. I submitted it. I just hit 68 pages.
Testing audio.
Oh, yeah, it's not there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sorry.
Good evening. I call this meeting to order at 4:01 today, Tuesday, May 21st. And Ms. Delgado, can you do roll call?
Mr. Castillo?
Present.
Ms. Flores?
Present.
Mr. Lira?
Present.
Ms. Murillo? Ms. Murillo?
Yes.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Present.
Madam President, we have established quorum.
Thank you. Can we please stand for the pledge? Thank you. Board Member Castillo, can you do the mission statement?
The Gadsden Independent School District will provide diverse educational opportunities that will empower students to be successful in an ever-changing world.
Thank you. And today, the agenda is an action item for the budget approval. Superintendent Dempsey?
Madam Vice President, board members, thank you for joining us. Ms. Martinez will present our budget this evening.
Good afternoon, Madam President, members of the board, Superintendent Dempsey. I bring to you for action the 2024-25 Educational Fiscal Plan Preliminary Operating Budget for your approval. Thank you. The proposed budget totals $416.9 million. The budget includes $216.8 million for proposed operational expenditures. Okay. $1.7 million for operational local revenues and $6.2 million for per pupil transportation, for a total general fund total of $224.7 million. Special revenue funds were budgeted at $32.3 million. Capital project funds were budgeted at $82.1 million, and debt service funds were budgeted at $36.8 million. As of May 21st, there are other awards that have not been received from the New Mexico Public Education Department, and we're still waiting on some of those. The state equalization guarantee has been budgeted at $162.6 million, which is a 5.39% increase from the 23-24 funded SCG. The district chose to budget $162.6 million instead of the $172.8 million that was presented on the preliminary 910B5. We believe that this amount was overstated by about $10.2 million because of the special education program adjusted ancillary FTE. The unit value is currently set at $6,442.55, which is $200.88 more than the 23-24 final unit value. The final unit value for the 24-25 fiscal year will be set in March. Included within the SCG is $2.1 million for instructional materials, and we have budgeted $268,000 for structured literacy, but the final allocation has not been released. The proposed operational expenditures without emergency and cash reserves were allocated as follows: 66.52% for direct instruction and support, 10.07% for general school and central administration, 12.28% for operation and maintenance, 1.05% for transportation, 0% for community services, and 10.07% for facilities acquisitions and capital outlay. The proposed budget includes $11.2 million in cash reserves, which is approximately 5.2% of budget. This is in compliance with our cash balance management policy, which calls from 5 to 10%. $6 million of this budget is set under emergency reserve, and the difference has been allocated for restricted expenditures under the operational fund. Operational cash balance available for budgeting at June 30th, 2024 is projected at $53.6 million. This projected cash is subject to increase or decrease due to grant reimbursements received on June 30th, 2024. The current projection of outstanding grant reimbursements is about $20 million, in addition to an estimated $6.6 million that will be needed to pay payroll-related liabilities on June 30th, 2024. The operational fund balance includes staffing of 1,744.66 FTE. Staffing was determined through a review of each school and department's enrollment projections and program needs. Staffing costs represent 71.14% of budgeted expenditures and 94.86% of the SCG. The projected actual operating fund FTE for last year was 1,720.66. The proposed budget complies with the following mandated legislative salary requirements: a minimum salary the minimum salary teacher licensure levels, which is 50, 60, and 70, minimum of 3% increase for all district staff, state minimum requirement of $15 an hour, educational assistance minimum salary of $25,000, the minimum annual salary for licensed school principals and assistant principals. The salary schedules for this year also include an adjustment every 5 years, so it's a $1 adjustment. So anytime that they're on the hourly salary schedules, that there is a jump from year 5 to 6, from 10 to 11, 15 to 16, 20 to 21, and 25 to 26, there is a $1 increase. The transportation fund initial allocation is $6.2 million, which is $138,549 more than the final allocation for 23-24. The proposed budget for transportation includes $5.4 million for to and from transportation and $435,705 for rents and leases. There is insufficient funding to cover the cost of transportation for the school year, and operational will be making up the difference. The proposed budget also includes issuing $9.5 million in general obligation bonds and an estimated $2.5 million in educational technology notes. The 24-25 proposed budget and supporting documents require preliminary approval by the Board of Education. All requested documents are due to the New Mexico PED before or on May 21st, 2024. The review of the budget by PED has not been scheduled, and the board, the budget, the final budget will be brought back to the board on June 24th, 2024, at the next June board meeting. Any questions?
Any questions, gentlemen?
I'm sorry?
I had a question regarding the general bond, the bonds.
Okay.
I have it here. Let me just find it right away.
Okay, sure.
While he does that, I just want to make a comment on the amount that you're being, I say, being conservative, and not, where there's that amount that we have something and then there's something else up there. And so I appreciate that. I'd rather do that than spend it and then them coming along and saying, you know what, we have to remove this, or you all have to pay it back. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
So on those bonds, do you have like what projects or what is it? What will this be funding?
Well, sorry, I don't have the 5-year plan in front of me, but it does allocate money to minor construction projects. It allocates money to road improvements, or it allocates money to, I'm trying to remember, security, HVAC projects. So there is an actual plan. It's like a 5-year plan. It details what those $9.5 million will be used for. And for this upcoming year, there are certain categories. I don't have them in front of me, but I can provide you with those.
And can you send me that
Yes, of course.
just to see what those $9.5 million are gonna be used for?
Yeah, there's usually like 5 categories where it drops. There's a lot of HVAC projects, district minor construction, well, and I can send those to you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know we have Ms. Flores and Ms. Murillo online. Do they have any questions?
Vice President Rodriguez, I do have a question for Superintendent Dempsey and for Ms. Liding. I'm just curious on the hourly salaries. Why can't we go higher than $1 per year? Just curious.
Can I?
I'm sorry, Ms. Flores, can you repeat that?
Yes, on the information that Ms. Martinez just presented, why cannot we not go higher than $1 increase per year for our hourly employees?
President Salazar, so we did look at the increases. With that $1 increase at every 5-year, $1 increment for every 5 years, there was an increase of 3%. It ranged from 3% up to 30%. And, not to say that our employees don't deserve more, but it will take a strain on our budget, especially because when you increase the hourly rate, it increases overtime. So any time that we increase those rates, obviously any time you work over your 40 hours, you need to pay time and a half. So we like to, do these increases, but we have to be very careful when we put those numbers out to make sure that it is something we can sustain long term.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Ms. Murillo?
No questions, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? No? Okay. So do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the budget.
Mr. Castillo has made a motion to approve the budget. Okay. Do I hear a second?
I second that. Laura Flores.
Thank you, Ms. Flores. The action item 2A, budget approval, has been approved.
Let's vote.
I'm sorry, let's do a roll call.
Mr. Castillo,
Aye.
Ms. Flores,
Sí.
Mr. Lira,
Aye.
Ms. Murillo,
Aye.
Ms. Rodriguez.
Aye. It now has been approved.
Thank you.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we,
Vice President Rodriguez, I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
President Flores Salazar has made a motion to adjourn.
all in favor? All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Por eso te viniste en pijamas. ¿Mande? Por eso te viniste en pijamas.